Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to talk about the 10 things I don't like about Korea. First couple of them are not so much Korea as a country, but little stuff I have to deal with Korean people. The first thing is that they always tell me what to do. I have so many of them tell me what to do. Like if I'm shopping and if I'm buying something, they'll be like, oh, you don't want this. This is not the right kind of rice. Here, you want this kind of rice. And I'll be like, no, I want this kind of rice. That's why I'm buying it. I want this kind of rice. Or little things like that kind of annoy me. It's just like, maybe it's because as an American I'm used to being independent and not really having people tell me what to do on a daily basis, but I get told what to do all the time. And I feel like it's normal as a young adult to kind of feel like we are adults, and we don't want to always be treated like a kid and a teenager. So of course when you have people telling you what to do, it brings back those emotions of, oh, they think I'm a kid and therefore they need to tell me what to do. They get in my face is the second thing. And when I say get in my face, I mean like there's no personal bubble. They feel like they can just get right up on me. And sometimes it really shocks me. I mean, especially if I don't know the person. Like if I know the person and we're close, it doesn't shock me that they get in my face. But when I don't know them, it shocks me. Like I've had people get right up on my face and be like, oh, you're wearing contacts. And I'm like, yeah, I am. With glasses. Yeah, it's funny. And then one time I was trying to find my brother in Suwon, and I had a girl actually get me to the subway, and I told her, I was like, oh, I'm cold, and she just comes up and zips up my jacket, and I was shocked at how close and personal she got so quickly. So little things like that kind of annoy me. But now that I'm thinking about it, I can't really say this is stuff I hate about Korea. It's just kind of stuff that I notice and sometimes kind of bugs me. I don't really ever hate anything about this country. Just little stuff kind of gets on my nerves. So really I should name this video 10 things that really kind of get on my nerves about Korea. It's one long title. The third thing is that they tell me stuff I already know. Like, I understand that they're trying to be helpful and that they think that, oh, because we're foreigners, we really don't know anything. But do you see how annoying that is? I mean, can you think about it in the American perspective? Can you imagine if you saw a Spanish person come into your restaurant and it was like, oh, we don't have hot sauce. Is that okay? It's like, how racist is that? And that's how I kind of feel sometimes when they say this stuff to me. It's like, do not just think because I'm white and I'm a foreigner that I don't know about your culture or that I don't know about Korea. It irritates me. It's like, they'll be like, oh, well, these things are called chopsticks. And I'm like, yeah, I know, you're not the only country that uses chopsticks to eat. There's China, Japan, and pretty much every other Asian country. Little stuff like that kind of annoys me. Or that they think that their food is too spicy. So every time I order something, they're like, oh, no, it's too spicy for you. Because you're a foreigner, you can't handle spicy food. It's like, really? It's not spicy. Korean food is not spicy. And I've told Korean people that straight up. Like, no, nope, that's a stereotype. Foreigners like spicy food. Well, some foreigners. That's what I'm saying. You cannot stereotype and say all foreigners like spicy food or all foreigners don't like spicy food, because every foreigner is different. So that's what kind of irritates me. The fourth thing is they're way too honest. Like, I thought Korean see, here we go with the stereotypes. I had always been told watching these other people on YouTube that, oh, Korean people are shy and that they're not going to do this kind of stuff to you, which is a lie. They are very, very honest. I've had people tell me so many things about my weight, and I know I'm a bigger girl, so obviously I'm going to get attention here in Korea. I was already prepared for that. Obviously when you're a bigger girl, you're going to stand out in a country where pretty much almost everyone is a size 2. So, I mean, that didn't shock me. But I mean, don't say some of this stuff to my face. Like, how rude is that? I had one lady who spoke very good English because we were by the base, and my in-laws were bragging about me. They did that a lot. About how their son married a foreigner and how he can speak great English to marry the foreigner. And she started talking to me and was like, oh, well, now that you're married to a Korean guy, you need to lose weight because Korea beauty standards, you have to be skinny. And I was shocked. I was like, who tells somebody that? That would be like me telling some girl that just recently married my brother, like, hey, you have to dye your hair because American beauty standards in America, you have to be beautiful. You have to be blonde hair and blue eyed. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I don't have to lose weight to be beautiful for my husband. My husband married me because he already thought I was beautiful. But I responded to her like this. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I want to lose weight. However, my husband married me because I'm not some flat Asian girl. Thank you, though, for your advice. I was not happy. But other than that, I haven't had to deal with too much people about my weight, but just little things like that. They're very, very honest, and they have no problem telling you what's wrong about you. The fifth thing is their driving is terrible, and that is not a stereotype, that's a fact. Because I have actually driven here in Korea, and I once again am afraid for my life. Like I talked in another video about how I have a phobia of traveling. I was driving 2 hours back from his grandma's house, and like people were cutting me off, and I mean it was riding me so terribly. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I felt so afraid. That was terrible. Like I said, their driving is terrible. Their driving is terrible. Yes, I'm sure there's probably a good couple of drivers like Daniel. Daniel's a very good driver. However, his father is not. Nope. His father's terrible. He's run many red lights with me. He's taken many risks. I'm surprised I'm still alive. As a matter of fact, sometimes when he's driving, I'll daydream about, like, once if we get in a car wreck, well, how long will it take for my parents to figure out that something bad has happened? Will I still be okay enough to still go back to the States? And then will the government kick me out if it's been past my past my passport allowing thing? So that's what I always wonder too. The sixth thing that kind of gets on my nerves about Korea is the food. Well, nope, this doesn't get on my nerves. It's something I don't like. Is the food. And I know I stated in the things I like about Korea is the food. There is food that I don't like about Korea. Like, first off, all their soups taste the same to me. They're all bland. They have no seasoning. And it's just like, really? No, another soup with a bunch of, like, flabby meat thrown in with a couple of vegetables. It's kind of boring, and they eat it all the time. So I hate it. You just got in video. I'm too bad. I'm already 7 minutes in. I'm not deleting that. So they're gonna see your chest. Sucks for him. And dang it, Daniel, you made me lose my train of thought.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not. So, yeah, the food. So, little things like that get on my nerves, and stuff is never salty enough for me. I'm always pouring salt in the food. And Daniel will always say, like, don't pour it or salt. Psh, I'm an American. I do what I want. Psh. The seventh thing is shopping. Like I said in a previous, I do like shopping here, but the thing I don't like shopping here is that obviously I'm too big to wear a lot of the clothes here in Korea. Pretty much all of the clothes here in Korea. There are a couple shops where you can go and buy a couple clothes, but I don't really like going to those shops because some of them clearly put up their big American sizes, pretty much fat R-U-S. R-us. Oh my god. So I don't like to go to those stores because it makes me feel, self-conscious. I don't want to go to a store where they clearly state, hey, fat people come here, It's kind of embarrassing. So I can't buy any clothes here. So most of the clothes I have are all from America. So that's what I don't like about shopping here. And the thing is, I understand that they're projecting to more of their people. They're not going to make a whole bunch of stores for a couple of foreigners because there's still more Korean people than there are foreigners. But there are fat people here in Korea. I've seen them. So I'm like, where do they shop? And of course, if you talk to them, they actually say they order. Like, okay, look, you have your own people who are big, some of them. So why not make clothes, or at least a chain of clothes designed for them? You'd make more money. Instead, their money's going to foreigners. So, I mean, that kind of gets on my nerves. I kind of wish I could wear some of the clothes because I see they have such beautiful clothes here, and the style is amazing, and I can't fit it. And even if I do lose weight, my bones will never, ever be able to fit those outfits. They never will. I will always have a bigger toned body. I'm just never going to be a size 100. Never. Well, what I mean to say is I'm never going to be the weight of 100. I'm always going to be a bigger girl. So, I think the lowest I probably ever will get to is 140. Yeah. I don't really want to be too skinny. Daniel would be mad because then I would have no more chest. The eighth thing I hate, oh my god, yes, looking at this makes me think about it, is the table manners. Oh my gosh, or manners in general. It gets on my nerves. Okay, first off, I'm very picky about things that kind of make me mad, especially at the table. Like, people in America that scrape their teeth on forks, that takes me off. And they do it here with chopsticks all the time. I hear shing, shing. I'm like, use this part of your mouth to take the food off. Why are you chinging it? Oh my god. Oh, and then how they smack their mouths when they eat. They're like, I'm like, are you not taught to eat with your mouth closed? It irritates me, and I'll tell Daniel all the time, like, close your mouth when you eat. And then his sister, she's a freaking nurse. How does she not know to cover her mouth when she coughs? Instead, she comes in here all, and I'm eating sometimes. I'm eating, and she's sitting here coughing all over my food. It makes me so mad. I'm like, oh my god. So that's probably more of just my family, maybe not other Korean people in general, but no, other Korean people in general also do that lip smacking thing, and it gets on my nerves. And then they spit everywhere. Oh my god. Spitting is just so normal for them. They're like, and I hate it. I hate it. It's so disgusting. I've almost stepped on spit. And I'm just like, oh, this is just the worst. Luckily, Daniel does not do that. So that's why when I say Koreans, don't think I'm saying all Koreans, because Daniel doesn't do that. But I am saying when 80% of the people do it, that 20% kind of gets forgotten. The ninth thing I hate. Oh wow, I did it again! 7 and 8 and 9 are both shopping. Why do I do this? Why am I so stupid? Oh, skipping. So really, this first video was 9 things I like about Korea, and the second thing is 9 things I don't like about Korea. So number 10 really / 9 is the Wi-Fi. There's no free Wi-Fi anywhere. I mean, there are places with free Wi-Fi, but not as much as in America. Like, I notice pretty much whenever I go anywhere, there is free Wi-Fi. But here in Korea, like, I'll go to restaurants, and you're in the video again, Daniel. Every time you lean back. It's so funny. I love you, honey. I love you. What do you say?
This time give up and next time again.
No! Anyways, I was saying, in the Wi-Fi, I can't stand the Wi-Fi. Because there's no Wi-Fi anywhere. And, like, I'll even go to hotels where they'll have no Wi-Fi. I'm like, oh, this is a hotel. You're supposed to have Wi-Fi. Very irritating. Well, needless to say, this video was interesting. I tried to stay on point. If anybody has any tips about editing or anything like that, I would love to hear it. Constructive criticism would be nice. But yeah, so the next video I'm going to talk about my Korean in-laws, so let's see how that video goes. Bye guys.